Old school in it tonight. Fuck the guest. Pooh, you cocksucker. We're going straight up tonight. Old school. Check in with you guys. It's been a while. We've had a lot of great guests, from Sarah Tiana to Rich Franklin to Joe Rogan to Gabriel to Ralphie.
You're
a lot
going
of
way
bad
back.
motherfuckers.
Do you see what Gabriel's doing?
What's
like
he
a
doing?
week in one theater in Chicago did like 20,000 seats.
Oh, please.
This week?
He fucking kills America. Then he comes here. He does 3 nights somewhere in Anaheim. And then 2 nights, and then he's off for fucking New Year's, and it's over. If I get out of work early tomorrow, we'll go to his Christmas party. If I get out of work early. I don't know what time it's supposed to rain here in L.A. If you guys don't know, when it rains in L.A., everything goes fucking kabang. So if you got to leave for work and be there at 8, you usually leave at 7, you got to leave at like 5:45 tomorrow. I wish I was lying to you fucking guys. It's the sad truth. They fall the fuck apart. When you live in Colorado and it snows, it's amazing how it didn't affect them at all. Like, snow was just another day for those people. Like, it snowed a foot. People still on time at work. You know, when you live in New York, when I lived in New York back in the 80s and it would snow, the city would shut down. This is a huge metropolitan city with so many things available to it. Excuse me. And the city would shut down. Then a small town like Aspen, Colorado, it snows a foot and it's gone in 2 fucking hours.
My mom calls me a wimp now. She called me wimp the whole week because I said it was like cold, it was chilly, it was like 55 degrees. And she's coming from Boston. She's like, you're such a wimp now.
Oh, no, it was cold in the fucking mornings. Listen, you're talking to a guy that used to fucking bathe in this 40 degrees. Now, I get out of the shower and I yell at my wife when I'm putting the heat on. Like, take the fuck. She puts it on for a little while and she turns it off. She goes, it gets too hot in here too quick, but if you turn it off, when I come out of the shower, it's freezing. I like opening the door and that bust of heat hits you, and it dries you off. The last couple spots you haven't, fucking dried off. But it gets, you're not used to the weather. You're not used to the cold weather no more. But last week we had rain Friday.
We had rain a few days last week.
But last week, the big storm was Friday. And that was the day, for some reason, I didn't have to be at work till 7, but I got up like at 4:30. Because in my sleep, I was worried about the rain. And they said they're going to call work for the movie the next day. And they pushed it back, but we still worked and it cleared up. But they were scaring fucking white people. Scaring them. Don't go to work. The 91 is backed up. You know how long it took me to get to Simi Valley? 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
With the rain. I got the Subaru. I kicked that motherfucker. Well, it's always 4-wheel drive. And if it hits a puddle, the other tire picks it up. That's how the Subaru engineering works. It just picks it up. Where a tire, if it hydroplanes or something, I got to the fucking set in 20 minutes. I couldn't believe it. They were scaring fucking Gentiles to death on TV.
We don't think we talked about it. Why did you decide not to get like a Cadillac?
I've never been big. I don't like how in L.A. everybody judges you by your car.
Yeah.
It really bothers the fuck out of me.
I was telling my mom a lot of people here have like Porsches and
BMWs
and studio apartments.
Everybody has a Series 3 BMW here.
Yeah.
If you see anybody in the industry, a junior agent, and then as they get there for a while, they get a 5 Series. Listen, I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to impress myself, I like the Subaru. I like feeling safe. I like knowing that if it rains, I could think a Cadillac's a great car and whatever, but I can't pay $300 to $400 a month and not sleep at night if something does break down. I've always had great success with Subarus and Toyotas. Why would I want to change it now at this point?
Yeah.
If I start making an abundance of fucking money, my second car would be a Cadillac or something. But then I gotta have a family, so I can't be selfish. It'd have to be like, you know what I'm saying. I just
Plus, with your daughter, you don't want to have like messes in the back of a Cadillac, I guess.
Listen, she could do whatever the fuck she wants. As long as I pay for the car, it's my fucking car, and they're gonna throw apples on. Kids are gonna be kids.
Yeah.
I went to the park with Saturday, and there was a soccer thing going on, a soccer camp, and it was kids her age, a little older. Some kids knew what the fuck was going on. The other kids were just bots. They were just there out in the sun, walking around, half fucked up. There was a camp for like 2-year-olds and one for like 4-year-olds. And I'm walking around, I'm watching those 2-year-olds because I could see if I could put her in here, and my wife and her are battling. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, she wants to go down. I go, then let her fucking go down there. I go, you're going to sit there and battle with her, and you got to pick your battles with these kids. She's going to run down there anyway. She's going to walk around, touch the net, touch the ball, and then she's going to walk away from those kids. No, she's not. I picked her up, walked her down. That's exactly what she did. She kicked the ball, She saw 20 kids. She looked around. She goes, I don't need this shit. I don't live by myself. She walked away. But we signed her up.
Oh, that's cool.
She's going next Saturday at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Even though she might not like it, she'll like it. It's kicking the ball. It's running around, falling in leaves. They got 2 coaches there. They coach you. They tell you what to do. You know, she's mingling. This is what they're supposed to do so they grow up with fucking social skills. You know, you got to wonder all this shit they talk about cops and all this. You know, when I was growing up, cops were more involved with you in the neighborhood. There was the same cop patrolling the same neighborhood. He got to know you. If something went on, he came and saw you. You talked to him. He asked you questions. And now you have all these complaints of cops and aggressive behavior, you know, towards
excessive force, yeah.
Excessive force, whatever the fuck they want to call it. And it's because maybe they don't have the right social skills. We do live in a computer generation.
Yeah.
We're very computer generated. When I used to dealing with people, we leave the house scared. If you watch the news, everybody is fucking fearful. You know, one good thing about the church, I was thinking about this. When I first got into the church, when I got into Beauty and the Beast or the church, it wasn't to expose Bigfoot. It wasn't to expose steroids. It wasn't to expose Hollywood people that are gay. It wasn't to expose anything. It was to expose life's bullshit that we get fed, and either you believe it or you fucking don't and move on, you know? And
do you get nervous, Blow? Because I went to the movies with my mom today, and for a second, when they were doing that thing, like if you see any suspicious people, tell somebody, for a second I was like, what would I do if a gunman came in here and I'm here with my mom? When I'm by myself, I don't really worry about it. But, like, do you worry about it now when you're going out with Mercy and stuff?
I worry about everything and everything. And you'd be an asshole if you wouldn't. You'd be an asshole if you wouldn't. Every day you go on Twitter and there's an explosion somewhere, 14 people got killed.
That guy in Australia.
The guy in Australia. Every fucking day, people. You get up every morning, and if you have a half a heartbeat, and you weren't an asshole like I am, that we actually look at that shit to start your morning. We actually look at that shit to start your morning. Because I do. I'm guilty of it. All right, I won't put the fucking news on, and I won't hear it visually, but while I'm streaming on Google or whatever the fuck my first page is, Yahoo, you see what happens. You know, 14 children get killed in Africa. Whatever the fuck, you know. And it stays with you throughout the day. I'm not the type of guy that would blame police officers for anything. I know what life is on both sides of the shield. I've seen cops that are stressed out, and I've seen people that are stressed out. They just have a bad day. I know one thing about life, Lee. People have bad days. You know, there's a guy, did you see that? He killed his wife, put her in the trunk of the car, and then took the 3 kids.
Oh, Jesus,
and
no.
they showed his picture. He's all cracked up and shit. I mean, I don't know a bad day for that. No. I know that there's bad days that people just leave the house and they have a weapon and they get out of a car and the cops, you know. There's bad days.
Did you ever fight with the cops? I know you dealt with them a few times, but no.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.